Touching down in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, you notice that the humid air hits first. It's like walking into a warm, damp hug. Tuk-tuks zip around like brightly colored bees, their drivers calling out in their native Khmer. A group of monks in saffron robes glided past, their presence a calming influence in the chaos. Take a deep breath and get plugged into the energy of the city. If you're thinking Phnom Penh is a busy place full of people on the go, you would be right. The streets are a whirlwind of activity. Motorbikes, laden with entire families, zipping through traffic with a kind of organized chaos. Street vendors line the sidewalks, their stalls overflowing with exotic fruits, fragrant spices, and colorful souvenirs. The aroma of grilled meat and sweet coconut milk wafts through the air. After filling your stomach, you must be thinking, what should you go see first? How about a visit to the Royal Palace? The midday sun beats down on Phnom Penh, but once you pull up to the entrance of the Royal Palace, you'll get immediately struck by the grandeur of the place and forget about the heat. Intricate golden spires soar into the cloudless sky, catching the sun and throwing shimmering reflections onto the manicured lawns below. The Royal Palace is an oasis of tranquility amidst the urban sprawl. Wander through the palace grounds, your eyes struggling to take in the intricate details. The Silver Pagoda, nestled within the Royal Palace complex, is your next destination. Its name is derived from the floor, which is covered in over 5 tons of shimmering silver tiles. Admire all the Buddhist and Hindu statues and their detailed carvings that can be found all throughout the palace grounds. The Royal Palace can easily be one of the highlights of your trip to Cambodia. Leaving the tranquility of the Royal Palace behind, hail another tuk-tuk and be out. The next destination, the National Museum of Cambodia. The tuk-tuk plunged into the heart of the city, a tiny vessel navigating a sea of motorbikes, cars, and pedestrians. They add a unique charm to your adventure. The air thrums with the constant buzz of engines and the insistent beeping of horns. Watch as your driver weaves through the traffic with an almost balletic grace. The streets of Phnom Penh are a kaleidoscope of color and movement. Buildings old and new jostle for space, their facades adorned with faded advertisements and intricate murals. Ornate temples gleaming in the afternoon sun provide a stark contrast to the ramshackle shops and street stalls. That thick, humid air never lets you forget it's there, but with all that you are taking in, it's hard to even think about the weather. As you approach the National Museum, the traffic began to thin slightly. The tuk-tuk pulls up in front of a graceful terracotta building. The National Museum of Cambodia stands in stark contrast to the frenetic energy of the city. Stepping out of your tuk-tuk, be greeted by the beautifully kept landscape and the mesmerizing design of the building itself. The air, no longer thick with exhaust fumes, is filled with the scent of frangipani blossoms. The museum's courtyard, a serene oasis shaded by palm trees, offers a moment of respite. The museum's collection of Angkorian-era sculptures is particularly impressive. Stone Buddhas, their faces serene and contemplative, gazed out across the centuries. Delicately carved apsaras, celestial dancers frozen in mid-pose, adorned the walls. The National Museum of Cambodia is more than just a collection of artifacts. It is a repository of Cambodian history. The next tuk-tuk ride to S21 is a somber affair. The streets, no longer a kaleidoscope of color and movement, are lined with drab concrete buildings. The air, thick with humidity, carried the faint scent of incense. Your driver will most likely know the history of the place that you're about to visit. The history of this place is well known to the Cambodian people, and for good reason. As you approach S21, you may be shocked by what you're witnessing. S21, also known as Tuol Sleng, was once a place of learning. Today it stands as a chilling testament to the horrors of the Khmer Rouge regime. Walking through the former classrooms that were converted into cramped prison cells, and you'll be jarred by the sheer banality of evil. The halls, once echoing with the sound of children chatting while heading to class, were made into torture facilities, and now bare concrete, stained with the blood of the prisoners. Black and white photographs of the victims line the walls, each image a silent scream frozen in time. Leaving the oppressive atmosphere of S21 behind, continue your journey to the killing fields. The landscape, quite different from the urban sprawl of the city, is deceptively peaceful. Rice paddies stretch out in all directions, their emerald green hues shimmering under the afternoon sun. The killing fields, a vast expanse of land dotted with mass graves, served as the final destination for many of those imprisoned at S21. At the center of the killing field stands a towering Buddhist stupa, its glass walls filled with the skulls and bones of the victims. It's a reminder of what horrors people are capable of. The sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the bustling streets of Phnom Penh. You leave with a sense of bewilderment leaving the killing field, but then your stomach rumbles, reminding you that you haven't eaten since breakfast. That's no problem, as Phnom Penh's street food scene is legendary, a vibrant tapestry of flavors and aromas. From street corners to bustling markets, the air is thick with the scent of grilled meats, pungent spices, and sweet coconut milk. Traverse the streets with your senses on high alert, ready to indulge in a culinary adventure. You find a nice little hole in the wall, drawn in by the aroma of a dish you might have trouble identifying. The vendor, a smiling woman with a weathered face, greets you with a friendly "Sok Sabai." A fair number of Cambodians can speak English. Order a bowl of Kai TV, a traditional Cambodian noodle soup. The soup arrives steaming hot, a fragrant broth filled with rice noodles, tender slices of meat, and a generous helping of fresh herbs. The flavors are incredible, a perfect balance of savory, sweet, and spicy. As you slurp down the noodles, the broth warming you from the inside out. It's the perfect antidote to the emotional weight of the day. Next, sample Nam Kache, a deep-fried rice cake made with scallions and served with a sweet and sour dipping sauce. The crispy exterior gave way to a soft, chewy interior. The flavors a delightful combination of savory and sweet. Wash it all down with a glass of freshly squeezed sugarcane juice. The sweet, refreshing liquid, the perfect way to quench your thirst. As you sit there, savoring the last bites of your meal, you'll take in all the people in your surroundings. Families gathered around plastic tables, sharing plates of food and laughter. Motorbikes zipped past, their horns honking a familiar melody. The city, once a source of anxiety, now feels strangely comforting, a place where you can lose yourself in the simple pleasures of good food and good company. Next, you're back onto the streets, stomach full of Kai TV and Nam Kache, ready to brave the Phnom Penh traffic once more. Motorbikes rules the road in Phnom Penh, flowing like a two-wheeled tsunami. It's like a chaotic ballet, a symphony of honking horns and revving engines. The sidewalks can be a precarious obstacle course of vendors, potholes, and stray dogs. The smell of exhaust fumes mingled with the aroma of street food, and a heady blend of progress and tradition is exhilarating and unforgettable experience itself. The morning light, soft and diffused, filters through the frangipani trees as you make your way to Wat Langka, one of Phnom Penh's oldest and most revered Buddhist temples. The air, still cool from the night, carries the scent of incense and the gentle chanting of monks, a soothing balm to the city's usual frenetic energy. Stepping through the temple gates, you'll feel a sense of calm descending upon you, a palpable shift from the bustling streets outside. The temple grounds are an oasis of tranquility, a world away from the honking horns and exhaust fumes of the city. Palm trees sway gently in the breeze, their fronds casting intricate shadows on the manicured lawns. Birdsong fill the air, a chorus of sweet melodies that seem to echo the rhythmic chanting of the monks. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and let the peaceful atmosphere wash over you. Worshippers, their faces etched with a mixture of devotion and serenity, move about the temple grounds, lighting incense sticks, offering flowers, and bowing before the golden statues of the Buddha. The air is thick with the scent of sandalwood and lotus blossoms, a heady perfume that speaks of ancient rituals and spiritual devotion. Phnom Penh, a city of contrasts, a city of resilience, a city that stays with you long after you've said goodbye. You may leave with a heavy heart, but also with a profound sense of gratitude for the experience. That is after having explored ancient temples and somber historical sites and tasting the flavors of a vibrant street food scene. all while witnessing the chaotic beauty of a city on the move. The best time to visit, you ask? Phnom Penh is a year-round destination, but the cooler, drier months from November to April offer the most pleasant weather for exploring. Be prepared for the heat and humidity, and embrace the organized chaos that is Phnom Penh traffic. Most importantly, come with an open mind and a willingness to learn from the past, appreciate the present, and be inspired by the future of this beautiful city. A place where history comes alive, where culture thrives, and where the human spirit shines through even in the face of adversity. Go. Once you experience it for yourself, you won't regret it.